I'm not in the mood to play hide and seek.
Meh! Meh! Meh!
What? Tim is in the well and the barn is on fire? Oh, Kasim went to the cave and the thieves killed him? Let's go!
So even though Kasim had never been kind to Ali Baba retrieved his brother's body and gave him a proper burial. He also brought back more bags of gold to buy a big estate, where both his family and Kasim's family could live together. Ali Baba also hired all of his brother's old servants to help with the new estate. One of these servants was a very clever girl named Morgiana. In the meantime, the thieves had discovered that Kasim's body and some of their gold had gone missing. Now they knew that someone else knew their secrets.
The first thing to be done is to find out who in the nearby towns has died recently, and who has come into sudden wealth. Disguise yourselves, so you only look like harmless travelers passing through. The first man back with the correct information shall have a reward.
It didn't take the thieves long to realize it was Ali Baba's brother they had slain.
Sir, the man you seek lives on a grand estate on a hill just outside of town, with beautiful vistas of the countryside, and artful mosaic fountains, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, and garden footpaths through stately olive groves.
I don't want to buy his house. I just want to kill him in it. Now, Oliver, I have a plan. All 39 of you, 38 of you, will hide in oil jars while I pretend to be an oil merchant seeking shelter for the night in Ali Baba's estate. That way, we will be invited into his home. Then, at midnight, at my signal, you will slip out of the jars, and we will kill Ali Baba and his entire family.
My master bids you welcome to spend the night here, sir. I've made ready a bed for you in this room. I must prepare the broth for tomorrow morning, but the candle is out.
There's no more oil in the house, Morgiana.
Well, there's a whole stable full of oil in jars right outside. I'm sure the oil merchant wouldn't mind if I took some tonight and paid him for it in the morning. You go on to bed, and I'll finish up here. What is it, Zafra? You seem nervous. Something in the stable troubling you?
So Morgiana stepped into the stable quietly and cautiously. As she approached the first jar, she heard a voice.
Is it time yet?
As I said, Morgiana was a clever girl, and even though she was quite surprised to hear a voice coming from an oil jar, she did not lose her head. Instead, she answered,
Not yet.
in as gruff a voice as she could. Then she did the same for all the rest of the jars, except the last, which really had oil in it.
Time yet?
Not yet.
By the time she reached the last jar, she had figured out what danger lay in wait for her master and all who lived there. So she took a large pot of oil back to the house and boiled it. Then she returned to the oil jars and poured boiling oil into each one of them, killing all 38 thieves. Then she waited quietly and watched in the dark stable as the black coda, disguised as an oil merchant, slipped out to the oil jars at midnight. When he discovered what had happened to his men, he immediately jumped over the garden gate and escaped into the night. The next next morning, when Morgiana explained all that had happened in the night, Ali Baba had realized that it was the Black Coda and the 40 thieves who had come for him. He was deeply grateful for Morgiana's faithfulness and quick action.
The band has been reduced to their leader, but you should still be on your guard against him, since he seems determined to kill you and take back his gold.
Morgiana, I owe my life to you, and from this moment on, I shall try to repay you for that.
Meanwhile, the Black Coda had returned to his forest hideaway, and just as Morgiana had said, he was still determined to kill Ali Baba and take back his gold. He devised a new plan.
Yes. And what is this new plan? How was Morgiana rewarded? And what of Zafra? Does Ali Baba escape death?
I'm sorry, Sahidi, but it is morning. I cannot finish the story since you have other plans for me.
What plans? Oh yes, that. Well, you see, I feel as if I need to know the end of the story. It is like a hunger. Is that not strange?
No, my husband. It is said that people need stories more than bread itself. They tell us how to live and why.
Is that so? Well, I've never said that. Anyway, I suppose one more day won't hurt. You may finish your story tonight, Scheherazade.
Well, Mira, perhaps you're getting your miracle after all.
Yes, we have the same sultana for 2 days in a row. We're on a roll.
2 in a row is not quite a winning streak, but it is a sure sign of hope.